All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Houston Oilers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert! They can't hang with us. 56.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Down 80! 56. Check 50. All 52. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Check down.
Allen now on first down. And this one's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert! Here we go. Go!
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Kill. Regular. Hey, orbit.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Coleman now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Hey, Charlie. All good. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, 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 hey.
Now Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kevin Coleman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will be taken very short, and he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Big air.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
54.
Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
54.
gets Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
2nd and 10 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike. Stop. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Hey, Zoo. Let's go. Okay.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He completes it to the tight end Knox. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Alert! Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 5.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Darren Lee there to get him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 50. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen, man open. That's Robert Foster complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Allen on 3rd down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On the draw play, Coleman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's caught by Coleman. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check Mike. Hey, wahoo! All day, every day, any day. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, let's get that ball.
Here's Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go.
Here's Coleman on the draw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken short.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson now to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Got you, boy. 49 the mic, Mark 49. Sounds up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
This is it. 19.
From the 50, it's Watson. They set up the screen to Penny. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Show it. Show it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Hey, Haywood!
In your face.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He spins free. This is Coleman with the grab. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
56. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 20. Hey, exit. Here we go. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 20.
From the gun, it's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. Ten yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, high 7.
Allen now on first down. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dawson Knox, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. tackle. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Here's Watson, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Half. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Coleman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. Touchdown, Texans.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Watch the ship. 59. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. Lucky. Come on. Max box. Right.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll return this one just shy. Midfield to the 49.
Intercepted. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They stay on. Again, it's Coleman. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Oilers 34, Texans 8. Steven Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And it's 3rd down.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the home team here, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.